Yeah, we're back with a new video, and today we're going to do something fun, or we're going to talk about something fun, and that is how to create your own OC from scratch. So an OC is an original character, and is like the character who represents you, who like I don't know what you can say, but the character based on your personality. So first up, I'm going to talk about why I haven't uploaded in such a long time. It has been 2 weeks now, but I don't actually have a reason. I'm just very bad to like keep track of my own videos and like make time to post videos and to like edit them and stuff like. Even though it's like very easy to edit these kind of videos, but I'm just too lazy to do so. Actually, I wrote this script that I'm using right now at like 12:00 o'clock at night. So yeah, I'm not sure if I even understand what I wrote, because I was completely I think I was 50% sleeping while writing this script. So yeah, let's get into it. You want to create an OC, right? But you don't know how she or he or whatever should look like. Am I right? Or if people even are going to like your OC even though you spend so much time on them, you're still not sure if your friends or your parents or people online will like the design. Or how do you even start? What do you need to create? Do you need to create the story, or do you need to create the character first and then the story, or the opposite, or do you need something third? So let's talk about it. How to create your own character from scratch. What are the main details you need your character to have or to wear to like make your character stand out on the internet? I'm not a professional character designer myself, but I use these kind of methods to like share my characters to my audience on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. And over the past few years, more and more people have continuously engaged with my posts, and they shared my work and my OC, and I saw a lot of fan arts of them, and they were actually so good to draw my character in their own style, which made me very happy. But I spent years and years and years creating my characters. So, and that's why I can say I have a little bit experience in character design, but not professionally 100%. So my character was created in 2018, and I have been working on the same character for like the past 5 years until 2024, and I still have the same character today as my OC, who represents the channel and myself. So the first step I want to talk about is evolving. Your character needs to have a life evolving. Something that's made your character the person you are, something that built the character's personality. A story is very important for your character. You need to like have a story to know what your character should look like. Or if you want to share your character with your audience on social media, you have to have a story in your mind. A story it's not that hard to actually make, because an OC story can be based on your own life experience. The best moment you have can you include to your OC story? And you don't have to write it down. You don't have to, like, write a whole script on 5 pages about one story of one specific character. You can just I was interrupted, but as I was saying before I got interrupted, you can just experience something special in your life and then create a story out of that. You don't have it doesn't have to be a detailed story. You need to use your power and strength on making. You can do that, and no one is going to stop you. It will just take a very long time. But a story is important for a character, and a story should be relevant to your life or to your own personality. It doesn't have to be, but I like when my character stories is like based on my own life. They experience the same as me, and like they have the same personality as me. So yeah. After evolving, we are now at step 2, and that is simplicity. Your character doesn't have to be that detailed. Your character can be detailed, but if you want people to draw fan arts of your characters, there is a big chance no one will draw them if they are too detailed. A character needs to be simple. You have definitely seen these Genshin Impact characters who is like very detailed, and you're wondering why does people so much like them, and why does they have so many details, and does my character also need to have that much details to like be to stand out on social media? And the answer is no. Your character don't have to be such much detail, and that's because if the character is too detailed, you will be tired at some point to draw them, because there's too much detail and it will take too much of your time. So that's why your character needs to be simple as possible. And one of the thing I learned from an artist is if you can get someone who can draw your OC, you know your character is good. If you can get a 3rd grade to draw your OC, I guess it was like that. But yeah, a character don't have to be that much of complicated of design. It can just have the most simple designs, but still look unique. So, if you make them too detailed, it will just become harder for you to draw over and over again. And you might end up in an art block because the character is it's taking too much energy of yours to make, and you might just burn out to draw this character in the future. So how can you like make your character simple and just be, if you want to give some clothing, you can give them some simple clothes you are comfortable of drawing, instead of like challenging yourself to make the most detailed armor as possible. Or if the character's hair is simple, it can also be that. Or if you're drawing an animal or a monster or something like that, you can just make a simple shape and get comfortable drawing it. So yeah, the second step is you don't have to make your character look that detailed, because if you do, there might be a big chance that you would get a burnout in the future, because it will take too long for you to draw it. So after simplicity, it will then take us to the third and the final step in this video. Of course, I have many other steps, but I would end up talking like forever if this kept going. So, step 3, you might have heard this from all artists over the world about character designs and world building and concept artists, comic artists, I don't know, whatever, is inspiration. If you have an art teacher who is telling you not to use references, you might just stop going to classes with her or him because they don't know anything. References is important, especially when you're creating characters. Because if you use references, you might not only get some ideas of how your style should be, but you can also get some inspiration from other characters you can then add to your own character and then build the design of your character, if I can say it like that. But not using references is like not asking for help, because using references is very important, especially for character designers, because they cannot keep making characters over and over and over again, new characters every time, because references can like have some details they might not have think about, or references can have like poses and clothing and everything they never think they would think about, they never thought they would think about. And what I can tell from experience is, without references, you will not be able to learn that much as a fast, as a high speed. There's no, I don't say there's such thing as learning how to draw on 30 days or learning how to draw on 1 week, but I'm saying that using references is a big advantage for your own mental library. And by mental library, I mean you will experience more I don't know, you will experience more ideas than just not using references. It's like reading a book. Your word mental library is not evolving if you don't read more and more books. And the same goes with drawing. Your mental library don't evolve if you don't use references, because if you don't use references, you will not get any more ideas, and it will be hard for you to like develop this style of drawing while without looking, because you don't have that much of different ideas in your own head, because you haven't used references. So using references is like very important. And I actually have some more on this script, like a story to a character, but I have already talked about that. Like I said, I wrote this while I was half sleeping, so yeah, I just need to read. But so if you write a story, you could write it down in like you could write it in a page without even